Yo, we back with Haters Club. I'm Unc. We got KJ.
Yo, what's up, man? Another episode for y'all boys, man.
Yeah. All right. We back. We got a few topics today. I think we should probably
Yeah,
over
that boy John
over the
Marston. What's the old?
Cyclops. Oh, you talk about the dude that
Yeah,
played
that's
May,
I know. John Marston. That's Cyclops. That's James,
You mean
the
James?
actor. I think that's his name, James.
I don't know none of that.
James Marston. You don't know the
I know the guy.
I know
that-
those the same.
Captain Picard guy that plays Charles Xavier.
Who's the
I don't
guy
know
that
his
plays
name, though.
Magneto? Those the same old
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really good
from
with
back my childhood,
I'm not
like
really
the old
good
X-Men
with
movies from Fox.
with the actors' names. I mean, they're known actors. I just don't. I'm not like.
Especially Professor X. Then he in Star Trek.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Captain Picard.
Oh, see, I don't watch Star Trek though.
You know, but I'm just saying that's where he was main. That's when he was younger. You know,
Yeah, I
that's
know
where
him from
everybody
that,
knows
though.
him from
He
was
is-
Star Trek.
He's in a few memes too.
Yeah, and he's been in the game for a minute,
Bro,
like,
what?
He got.
He was in Logan. He was in
Yeah.
all the X-Men movies for the most part.
Yeah,
for real, for real.
he's been in there for a while. So, yeah, but nah. So what did you think of the trailer?
Trailer was tough. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like, bro, they gonna be in some apocalyptic times, brother. Bro.
Yeah. No, because I mean, I know you're not as diverse with the Marvel comic
comics.
Yeah, or even the universe as much.
Man,
You're
I know a
slowly
little-
you're
I know a
getting
little
there. You're
something,
getting
something.
there, but I'm just saying, like,
I've been-
until you get your, but
I've been on that comics.
if you know
explain.
anything about the comic books with Doomsday, it was super. It's not super. It was like Secret Wars, and they have like different series with Secret Wars.
You talking
One
about
was
that
with
comic when he got the powers of the Beyonder?
Yeah,
But
that's one of them. That's one of the.
you
Comic
be
books.
bringing up the comics, but bro, they ain't gonna go like
No, I'm just saying
bar
that that's
for bar.
You said it looks apocalyptic. I'm trying to tell you why it looks apocalyptic.
I mean, Doomsday.
They're all of these are like alternate universes, and they're
Yeah.
incursions, which means like your universe is going to be destroyed, and they're trying to prevent it from stopping. So I think that universe is Magneto and Professor X. That's probably that universe is Professor Xavier and Magneto. That's why they're old. I'm thinking. I don't know, but
You're
and
probably
then
right.
Cyclops. Same difference. Like their world is probably being destroyed, and I don't know. It don't.
All
show,
of these look like different timelines
Yeah.
and different universes. Because
Yeah.
bro, you got Cap. Then Tony Stark and he's Doctor
And then
Doom.
the fact
so
that since
I know the comics ain't was Tony Stark ever Doctor Doom
he
in the
was
comics?
in the comic books,
For real?
yeah, he was.
What
It's a
was-
different universe.
What
ultimate
storyline
universe.
was that?
But with that,
That's
but
tough.
with this and the Secret Wars, he wasn't. That's the one thing I don't be liking. It's just they be always having these episodes. That's why I don't really like with DC. They and I get that you can't put every comic book version, because when you read the comic books, it's kind of like manga. You get
Yeah.
more details with the manga because they got time to kind of like put it out by
Yeah,
issue
but-
of comic book, and so you have to speed stuff up with movies because
Exactly.
people
It don't-
you can't keep
It
dropping
ain't gonna
this.
translate exactly how it would in
so
the comic.
with this, they kind of mix certain different comic books together. So
You see what they did with Infinity War? Like, it won't bar for bar exactly
Yeah,
how
yeah.
the Infinity Gauntlet
Yeah.
went. Because I know how that went in the comics.
yeah, and
But
then
they ain't
also-
have no Adam Warlock,
and
none of that.
yeah,
like,
and then they
but it was
also-
still good to me. I like Infinity
Yeah,
War.
it was
That's
good.
like my favorite
but
MCU.
they all like Thanos had a series where it was Infinity Quest, and Thanos was getting the stones. They were showing like where he went to go get each stone.
Oh,
But obviously they can't. Well, Thanos. I mean, they could have did a
They
show.
should.
And I think that's what the shows are for. Like when you get the
Yeah.
TV shows, it's kind of like the comic books. You get little.
they explained it a little bit in the movies, like where he got the other stones from.
Yeah, but they kind of sped it up.
Because he
for the
had
movie.
two.
Yeah, but they had to speed
Infinity
it up
War.
because they couldn't really, they can't make a movie 10 hours long.
For sure, but I'm looking forward to Doomsday, bro. Oh
Nah,
snap!
it does look good. It looks
You
good.
seen Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah, I saw Fantastic Four.
Yeah, bro, Marvel been trending back upward, slowly but surely.
Yeah.
They've been
I think they could have did better
because
with
Phase 4 was kind of was meh. Like
they could have did better with Fantastic Four though.
I thought Fantastic Four was good.
No, I thought it was good, but I'm just saying they could have did better. I always like they mess up with the Thing all the time with me with the movies. Thing's not that small. They always be like the one for back in the day. Thing was shorter than Reed in them. Like he was shorter than everybody. They still keep the strength kind of on par, but
I like Thing in this.
everybody don't like the Fantastic Four with Michael B. Jordan, but I felt like that was the most accurate size of Thing. The way that the size of him, he was really big. He's big.
He ain't have on no clothes though.
I'm just saying, but he's normally bigger than what they.
That
be
was the
showing
worst
them.
Fantastic Four though. But I mean, the model, I can see what you mean with the model,
Yeah,
but I
the
ain't
way
really
he
like
look.
that Thing either though.
Yeah, I mean, he was more like you had rocks that weren't like the perfect size. They were kind of like he was like mutated more so than
Yeah.
the thing that they got. They did do the way that he looked. The way he looked like the comic book Thing, like the way his eyebrows were and the shape of him.
Yeah.
He looked like Thing. It's just the size. I'm like, why they keep making him look like he's small?
Yeah, I
Because
like
they,
how
like-
the eyebrows.
Say if
That boy
they
had
put him and
blocks.
Hulk on the same frame, they're fighting or they're like next to each
Oh
other.
yeah, they do be about.
Thing is down here, and the
Yeah.
Hulk is all the way up there. I know he's never bigger than Hulk. I know that much, but he's still like at least
They near
somewhat.
almost eye level.
Yeah, they like no, they making him look like.
Other than that, though, the movie was fired. I mean,
I thought, yeah, man. For introduction, they sped it up with that. Franklin Richards, he's like there at the beginning of your for the MCU's introduction
Yeah.
of Fantastic Four.
I mean, they just probably wanted to do it different.
They wanted to introduce.
They ain't
Galactus,
never put
and I
Franklin
think that
Richards.
They had to make a story to
Fantastic
where they
Four.
made it like, hey, look, Galactus is here for Franklin,
Yeah.
and so that made the storyline better. But I don't know.
Then they wanted to put him in the MCU, man. You know, Franklin, he won.
Yeah, he's basically
Like,
God.
he probably the strongest now,
he's like God.
if it's canon.
The way they depict him in the comic books,
Comics, he be making like
he's
pocket,
basically like Jesus.
pocket realities and
I'm saying,
bro,
but
as
he's
a
like
baby.
Jesus. The way he dies, he gets resurrected, and he's bringing people back to life. He's doing
Yeah,
stuff
bro.
like that. So I don't, but they sped it up in the movie. But I still thought it was a good introduction movie to where you kind of see them you see their powers. I thought like they didn't really show Reed's what Reed's capable of doing, because Reed is kind of Reed is like. When Galactus was stretching him, it looked like he was about to rip him in half.
Yeah.
He wasn't even stretching him that far. He was already like, I'm like, he's not even. Reed in the car, you be seeing him like stretch all the way to the top of a building, and he's kind of only stretching him like this. He's like, he's like about to.
Yeah, nah, I done seen that boy, bro, in the even in a little TV show, a little cartoon, bro. Remember, y'all used to have a disc for them joints. That boy used to be stretching around a plane.
Yeah.
He would be doing all types of crazy stuff.
But they did show Sue. Sue looked like she was OP, holding back.
Oh, bro,
legs.
Sue
Yeah,
crazy in
yeah.
the movie.
Yeah,
But she really is OP. They
Yeah,
she
is.
they did her justice.
I'm just saying they did a lot in that movie where it's kind of like But I thought it was still good. I think they don't want to give everybody everything all up front. Like, hey, they're gonna do all the crazy stuff up on the first first movie. But I thought the movie was alright. But yeah, the trailer for Doomsday that one was probably the best one we saw so far. It wasn't that long. It showed people that we cared about to see.
Yeah, bro.
And it gives you just a little glimpse of how bad it look, how crazy it's probably
Yeah.
gonna be.
And then the mutants have arrived, bro. They're there.
Yeah.
Which we already knew that with like the last Deadpool, but
Yeah.
it's official now.
But I don't
Speaking
know.
of, then why? I know I'm late, but that X-Men '97,
Yeah. X-Men.
bro, that got me, bro. I went and binged that, bro. Literally in like 2
I can't
days,
believe when you told me you never watched X-Men.
bro.
97.
I know I'm late, bro. I'm late.
That's crazy.
Fire though.
Yeah, of course.
It got me ready, bro. After binging that, I'm ready to go back watch the little classic that came out in 92.
Yeah, no, when the 90s,
That dog got 4
it was
seasons,
better.
too.
I thought it was better than X-Men 97.
I mean, X-Men 97 got but 1 season. But
I'm just saying, like, the way they did it, it started, like, it's better than the 90s. And I remember watching those episodes in the 90s. And in their defense, I mean, it was really, I don't think they were taking Marvel that serious back then. Now they're really, because they see how much Marvel money is making, they're putting a lot of good writers and a lot of, stuff on Marvel to make it really good. Back then, it was kind of like, a cash grab. I think that they did a good job. I still like the episodes. I feel like they could, if they would have did it the way they did, like the story now looks like it's really deep. It's a deep story.
97?
97. Yeah, like, you got all of that stuff. I don't know how you seen the entire thing.
I seen everything,
Okay,
bro.
I say with the Cable thing and Mr. Sinister and
They actually got it, bro. Madeline Pryor.
yeah, they kind
a
of
little clone in there.
and they got even Sunspot. Even though I know my first introduction to Sunspot was on X-Force, it wasn't on.
Boy, Roberto.
Yeah, he wasn't on the X-Men, but he did. All the X-Force, X Factor, all them kind of different times are different on different teams. X-Force, you see some X-Force people on X-Men and some X-Men on X-Force, and yeah, they did it.
I like the little cast of character, which Morph be throwing in cameos, but Psylocke. He turned Psylocke, Magic, Hulk, bro. Yeah, he did turn into Hulk.
Was in there,
bro. Yeah, Captain America was in there. Spider-Man, Black Panther. I was like, oh, they snapping, bro. They had some cameos.
Yeah,
they snapped.
No, that was really good. The Gambit thing.
Yeah, bro. My boy Gambit went out like a G.
I like how they just showed all of the different. They showed all of their powers and what they can do. I always felt like they were missing with that. Like I was saying. Like
Wolverine
Bishop
ain't really get that much
with Bishop.
Time to shine.
I always be like in the 90s not comic books in the movie. I mean, I don't know where I'm going with the show in the 90s. You couldn't tell what Bishop's power was for real, because when they show Bishop, he always has the gun. He's just shooting people with the gun. So you're looking like, what's his mutant power? I mean, they showed it, but it's so brief that you don't really know exactly. I mean, if you're a comic book person, you know what he does. But I always feel like in these times where you get everybody, because I think more people watch the shows and the movies than they read the comic books. So if you're one of those people that this is your first introduction, how do you get someone interested in a character when you don't really show them what they can do for real? This is where they showed everybody what they can do and how good
they
showcase
everybody.
Because when he's shooting, Cyclops shot Bishop, and Bishop was
he's charging up. Yeah,
he's just shooting it. I was like, yo, Bishop going crazy.
Bro, his power is tough. But I don't think he can absorb like everything though.
Nah, he has a limit to how much he can absorb, but he can use it for anything. Like he can use it to like get stronger. He can use
with
it to
Storm,
heal.
They snap with Storm in there.
But Storm's always been like.
But I'm saying like how she lost her power. Then she got the black. Yeah. She had the whole black. I was like, oh, she got that.
Didn't know, like the Forge and Storm.
Or with their whole little romance. I feel like that's, bro. I see X-Men now. I don't know if it would been like this like back in the show, back when y'all growing up. But I just see like X-Men with the animated series. They're big on like relationships, bro. Like their romance is like all convoluted. But I'm pretty sure Storm ain't gonna stay with Ford. She gonna get with Black Panther, bro.
It was for the
yeah, she gonna get with Black Panther. I already seen him. He's in there too. I said, yeah, watch, because they was talking to T'Chaka about something.
But it's always like
it was T'Chaka too, not T'Challa. I was like, that's tough.
That's tough. It's about it's really about the X-Men. So if he is in there, it's not gonna be. I don't think they're gonna go that hard. I feel like they're
gonna put him in there.
Cause they did show. Cause they show. At the end of the basically that season.
Yeah.
They showed them going back in time. Apocalypse pops up.
Oh yeah, Apocalypse. Yeah.
So there might be a Black Panther. It's not gonna be T'Challa. It might be
T'Chaka.
It's great grand. It's great because this is during the Egypt days back in Bible times.
Yeah.
This ain't even great grandfather. This is like the first Black Panther possibly, That's how far back that's going to probably be. But no, that series, man, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that when you said you
I
told
ain't
I just
been- well,
found
I
out
ain't
that
been watched.
today you ain't watching.
I
You said
know, man.
I just caught up on it. I'm like, what?
I know, bro.
Nah.
I'm late.
Yeah, that
Now I'm ready to
that.
go watch all the films, bro. Which I done seen most of them. Like I done seen the original X-Men trilogy, like Last Stand, X1, X2.
Yeah.
I seen those. I seen X-Men Origins. I just ain't seen the Future Past, Days of Future Past. What's that? Or First Class, or Apocalypse, or the Chinese one.
You ain't seen no X-Men.
I ain't
movie.
seen none of
You
them,
like,
bro.
I ain't see this. I ain't
The
see
one where
that.
he's in Japan, Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's just called Wolverine. I ain't see that.
Nah, it was X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Nah, I seen that one.
That's
I'm saying.
you said. When
Nah, he
you
wasn't in
talking about the
Japan.
Wolverine movies.
Yeah, it's just
yeah, just
Wolverine.
Wolverine movie. Yeah.
I never seen that. I seen Logan. I seen Deadpool. Like all of the whole Deadpool, all three of the Deadpools. Seen those.
But
yeah, I just ain't seen a little future past
The X-Men
or
movies.
First Class. Now I seen the
the
X-Men,
very first one.
the original trilogy.
With Halle
And I
Berry
actually
and
like Last Stand. A lot of people don't like Last Stand. I think Last Stand's alright to me.
Yeah.
They were saying, but it's a lot going on. But
Yeah, they
I just like the fighting scenes.
they I always when the first X-Men movie came out, I'm like, yo.
That one's mid.
No, I'm just saying
The second one's the best one to me.
I'm saying
With Lady Deathstrike in there.
I'm saying when you don't have no X-Men movie ever, to get an X-Men movie, it's kind of like Spider-Man. For fans, people are like, yo, X-Men got a movie. And it's like, they finally drop it. It's going to be big just because it's the first X-Men movie. You could have did, of course, you got to try to do
That was
your best
around
with it, but-
Sam Raimi, Spider-Man. Bro, that launched careers.
Yeah. But
That boy Hugh Jackman, ever since he did that role.
He's been doing
I mean, I
movies.
know, but that's what he's known.
that's
He's Wolverine, bro.
I think he got a bigger boost after that. Everybody recognized it. Like if you go back now and see some movies, you be like, oh, I ain't know you ain't know who he was until he became an X-Men. He was Wolverine. Now people can go back and see movies that they probably already seen and be like, oh, I ain't know.
I ain't even
know
gonna
who
lie.
that was at that time.
I'm not familiar with his discography at all, bro.
Yeah, he
I only know him from Wolverine.
He actually played in a movie with Halle Berry. Their second movie, I think. 'Cause he
For real?
played in the movie called Swordfish with Halle Berry before X-Men. And then X-Men, I guess they
That's
reunited
tough.
in a sense. But he been in movies, but like I said, I think what put him on the map for everybody, he been on the map for a while, but it's just everybody first introduction to him being like a star, it's probably been on X-Men. But he can he been in like musicals. He's like he really is a real actor. I think he's
Well,
one of
Hugh
those people that
Jackman,
went on
what?
stage.
He can
and stuff,
act.
man. Yeah, he can act.
You seen Deadpool Wolverine, right?
Yeah.
He acted in there. I ain't
No,
gonna
like
lie.
all his movies when he plays Wolverine, he does really good. He gets in shape and everything for the role.
No cap.
For him to be his age, being in shape like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, like he takes the role serious, even though some it might be like like what we was talking about the other episode with Street Fighter and the casting. I was
Yeah.
like, yo,
Some of
he
these.
took it like they didn't even work out for it. It didn't look like
Yeah.
the guys that would play Dan. And I think he could have at least worked out for it. He kind of just was like, I'm just here.
Yeah,
Put on
he
a
looked
suit,
like his
pink
regular
suit and
stuff.
Yeah, like Hugh Jackman went and worked out, got in shape to play Wolverine. Now the first movie,
He
not
wasn't
so
crazy
much.
in shape, but
But
yeah.
then like once it took off, he knew it was gonna be huge. He was all right,
Bro, he was in shape every
I'ma
movie
look like
after.
Wolverine. Yeah, I'm gonna look like
Especially in Origins, I think that's when he was crazy in
Yeah,
shape,
yeah.
bro. 'Cause I remember when he came out the little adamantium
yeah.
I was like, bro,
Yeah.
this boy real.
Yeah,
You know that's Bert. That's his man's.
yeah.
That's his
But
dog.
I like to see the thing is what you were saying with X-Men '97, and they didn't really show Wolverine that heavy. That's
Yeah,
the
they
thing
didn't.
with the animated series back in the '90s, because Wolverine has claws. He has to kill people.
Yeah.
So it's like if there's humans running around, what you want Wolverine to kill a person? That's basically what he would have to do because his powers. He has the claws. He has the adamantium and the healing factor, so he can punch people, but he can't What's he gonna do? Unless it's a sentinel, he can cut up a sentinel, but he can't. If a person runs out and he's a human or whatever, what do you expect him to do? Kill the guy? But hey, Wolverine's killing people. Like, what kind of?
I mean, bro.
type of superhero is he? He's
Yeah.
almost useless in a sense, unless you're
That's
fighting
what-
someone
that's
that
what we
has a
wanna see.
healing factor, like Deadpool, or you're fighting someone like
Lady Deathstrike,
Apocalypse.
Omega Red.
They're enemies. They don't care about killing people.
Sabretooth.
Sabretooth will kill everybody. He don't care.
I'm saying Wolverine. Those are the people he be fighting.
I'm saying he can use his claws with
And
them.
then in X-Men '97, I don't think they care.
Nah,
he stabbed Magneto.
Yeah.
I don't think they
he-
care.
I don't think he was stabbing him.
But I
and killing
heard
them.
back in the day, like he barely used his claws.
Yeah, he pull him out. You like, and he just punch a guy or
Same
something.
thing with like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, bro. Like
Yeah,
they
and
ain't-
Raphael got the
yes,
side.
Leo and
got
Ross.
the
They don't really like if you fighting some like a human, they're not gonna stab nobody. You
yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
But if Donnie and
Yeah,
Mike are
Donnie,
there,
they can hit him with
they
the-
be
yeah.
over there doing whole combos. Leo and Ralph, they
They
gotta
gotta like put the things away,
Oh,
and
God.
kick them or something like that. In
I
the
see-
comic
I
books,
be
though,
seeing
it's
through
bloody
that.
in the comic books.
Bro, they need to do a whole movie for The Last Ronin. Whenever they do
I
that,
heard
that'll
they
go
were
crazy.
I keep hearing rumors and stuff.
They're supposed to do
I
a
think it's
game.
what fans want. Fans wanted to see the last Ronin.
I'm saying they're supposed to do a game. It
But
got
I
announced.
think they got to lead up to it. They can't just put out. It's kind of like that's their Doomsday movie. They need to do a lead up to it, like Ninja Turtles leading up to Last
Or
Ronin.
just do
they
a
can't
show.
just throw it out and be like, here,
Do a
Last Ronin
show.
movie.
Not no movie.
No.
But like a show,
because people, if you know what I'm saying, is some people.
animated series.
The thing you don't understand is that not everybody tunes into the shows. Even Marvel fans, like there's some shows that like I didn't even watch the She-Hulk show, but I've watched a lot of the shows. But say if you throw someone in there or throw out a big movie and you're like, when did this happen? Like when did they get up? They just started this movie. You're assuming that everybody's watched every episode and all this other stuff to get to the point when the movie drops. I think it's better to do the movies just because people are still interested in that, those characters.
But
And
I read like a little comic, bro. That's a lot to fit into one movie.
What you talking about for the Ronin?
Yes.
No. I'm not saying. I'm
A
saying
lot.
that the Ronin should be a movie. It's like Doomsday. Like it could be split into two episodes, two movies,
they'll
like
have
they
to
did
do
with
something.
Infinity. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying is they should do Ninja Turtles leading up, and how they get to this point where all of them, not all the Ronin, that could be in the Ronin movie. But I'm just saying lead up to the like where all these events happen to get to Last Ronin instead of Last Ronin. You could make some money from it from people that know about that comic book series.
No, for
But
sure.
then you ain't gonna get everybody. They might get the Ninja Turtle people that just know the
Yeah, I mean, can't make no little MCU with the turtles though.
Yeah,
for
that's
real.
I feel like I think Marvel MCU has put out the blueprint. And I don't know why Warner Brothers has not copied Marvel's approach to it. Every time we get a DC movie, like we got Black Adam, we had the Superman movie we just saw. We had Batman.
They be kind of mid to me
Batman. Okay, but Batman
though.
versus
Batman
Superman.
versus Superman.
And when they do these movies, even the
Aquaman
Justice,
be doing good though.
and even this Justice League movie, the problem with those is you get characters that don't have like Marvel was always like what I'm saying, they just throwing out Doomsday. There's characters that's going to be in there that you didn't even know. I mean, for the casual fans that didn't even know existed.
No.
They're like here, and then now all these characters pop up. Who are these guys? Who are they?
No, for real.
What DC does when they did that, they did it with Cyborg, the Justice League movie. He gets introduced in the Justice League movie. Flash gets introduced in the Justice League movie. There's people that don't know these characters.
Flash.
I'm saying you're more in tune with that stuff, but there's I'm
Flash
saying
is
like when we think about Black
pretty
Panther,
high tier character.
you seen how Black Panther sold, right? A lot of people didn't know about Black Panther until the Black Panther movie. You got to understand that. Like you think that
Yeah, but
they
Flash is way more popular
to
than Black
you,
Panther.
to you, but there's people that no. I'm saying yeah,
Flash is up there, bro. That's like a top 5 hero. He's known.
no. Black Panther should be known.
Nah, not like Flash though.
I'm just saying. I think you're assuming that everybody is a nerd or somebody that.
No, I'm just saying Flash is recognizable. That's DC's top 3: Batman, Superman, Flash. They're
Not
recognizable,
top
bro.
3, but he's up there.
Who's
part of the
above
Justice League.
Flash?
Wonder Woman.
No,
Wonder Woman. Yeah.
no.
I don't know, man.
She
Either
ain't
way,
got no show. Flash got a show.
You ain't
with
watched.
13 seasons.
You ain't watched.
I'm probably
X-Men
reaching. They probably ain't know
97.
13 seasons. But that ain't got
Talking
nothing
about-
to do with that. Ain't got nothing to do with
Talking
nothing.
about comic books.
That ain't got nothing to do
I'm just
with
saying
nothing.
is that a casual person.
I know.
You're,
I know.
You're
Flash more.
I'm saying
famous than
you're
Wonder
assuming
Woman.
that there's people that's like you that. I mean, now, if you put Flash out there and you showed it to random people on the street, like say you walking in a college campus, you got some females or women that come up.
Flash is getting recognized
Hold on.
before
Let
Wonder
me
Woman.
finish what I gotta say. They walk up and they say, "Hey, who's this character?" To a woman in a college campus, and they look at it for a while, and they don't answer the question. You think that there's more people that are gonna say they know Flash versus you walk up, even just the image of Wonder Woman, just the they always had the Wonder Woman, the W and stuff like that. Women got tattoos of Wonder Woman on them,
Yeah, they do, but still.
so they wouldn't, even though they don't know her power.
Them same women, they know Flash too.
Even though they don't know Wonder Woman's powers and abilities, they know who Wonder Woman is.
Just like they know
Flash?
Flash too.
I'll tell you, I'm pretty sure. And I'm not even knocking
I
Flash.
got a whole sister.
I'm not knocking.
Flash.
I'm not
Don't
knocking.
even know Wonder Woman.
I'm saying I'm not
Flash.
even. I'm not even knocking Flash. I'm just saying that
Ain't nobody, bro.
people
Flash
just
is famous.
assume that everybody knows these characters. If you're in the
He's
community,
he's one of them ones, bro.
no, he is. But
Flash is known.
I just don't think that everybody.
Iconic, the colors, you just know Flash. For real, you ain't even got to show Flash the character. You could just show like the little lightning symbol with the red around it.
No.
People gonna be like Flash.
No,
All right.
I can't agree with you on that.
Nah,
but,
that's-
it's not. I think that Flash is
Facts.
I think you people should know Flash. I agree with
Facts.
everything you're saying, except I don't think that everybody, if you showed them Flash, they would be like, "Oh, that's Flash." I think
Everybody
there are
would
people.
know
People be
Flash,
like, "I
bro.
seen the logo before."
Who
I'm trying to
wouldn't know
connect it to.
Flash?
I don't know a person. I'm just saying that I know that there are people that watch the movies.
They know in Flash before Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman don't even got no tough logo. She got 2 W's. That's not more iconic than Flash.
Not
Wonder Woman don't got no show.
Wonder
She ain't got no show.
Woman's
Flash got like 4 movies. Bro, she ain't messing with Flash. I don't even watch DC. She just not messing with him. This
One-
nigga got movies, shows. She ain't messing with him.
I think that you're
Even Green Arrow got a show. She ain't even got no show.
that right there.
Even Green Arrow
that-
got a freaking show.
That right
She
there.
ain't even got no show.
That right there just tells you that just because you got a show don't mean you're top.
It don't
Because
matter.
remember what you just said. Justice League. Everybody, the big Justice League. It's always been Wonder Woman. It's always been Batman. Always been Flash. Always been Superman. Green Arrow ain't in there, but he got his own movie.
Got a show, yeah.
I mean, show.
Got a show.
I'm just
He
saying.
ain't got no movie.
No, I'm just saying. But
He
he
don't got a movie, though.
I'm saying, but just because you say someone has a show, because I'm pretty sure when that show came out, people didn't know who Green Arrow was, and then they probably still didn't know. They probably thought it was a good show, and then they put different superheroes. Oh, he's part of the DC universe. There's people that didn't know who Green Arrow was until the show.
Oh, man.
I'm just saying. There's some. I'm saying Wonder Woman is like I
You
said.
tripping.
No,
I feel like in your hearts of
think-
hearts,
no,
you know.
I think that you're
Flash,
I think you're
Wonder Woman.
I think you're getting caught
Not
up
a
on the fact
comparison.
that I'm not trying to say, I know Flash. You know Flash. I think everybody should.
Everyone knows Flash.
Okay.
It's a-
See, this is what happens, y'all that don't know us.
Oh, bruh.
This is what happens. He don't
Everyone knows
understand what
Flash.
you're trying to say. And then he makes it, it's like you're trying to bash a person or trying to say, I'm trying to say
Ain't say
that
try to bash nobody.
you are assuming that everybody knows these people. And I think they should. I'm agreeing with you.
I'm
in
saying over Wonder Woman. That's the whole. That's
Yeah,
the
I'm
whole
just
gist.
saying.
Over Wonder Woman.
Okay.
If this was Spider-Man or something,
Yeah, we could move
but
on.
Flash,
He's not going to get what I'm trying to say, but I'm just trying to say to everybody out there, everybody should know Flash. His Flash is really legendary. He's a great character, but casual people that aren't part of a community that's grown up on superheroes and things like that aren't going to be able to recognize Flash in the way that he is saying they would. In the sense of like Black Panther. Black Panther is
what is Black Panther? You ain't bringing on Wonder Woman.
No, let me finish my statement and then you can go ahead. All right. So just like Black Panther is one of the best-selling movies of all time, even though most of the people that watched that movie probably didn't even know who Black Panther was until the movie came out. So same thing with Wonder Woman. She probably don't have her own. Well, she had a show back in the day, like back older than me, but she's had shows and she's been on the Justice League animated series. She's been in different things. I don't know why they haven't did the show with Wonder Woman. I think it would be a great show. All I'm saying is that I don't just assume just because I know characters that everybody should know a character. I know that there's people that just watch movies, him being one of them. I know there's people that watch the TV shows. That I know people that don't read the comic books, and the comic books might show characters. So
you said
I think that Flash.
I'm assuming people would just recognize. That's not what we're talking about.
That's what we are. You said more popular than
you said on God, but that's not what you're saying though. You just said I don't assume people would know the character just because. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not assuming nobody knows Flash. That's not the comp. The thing is, the topic isn't is Flash recognizable by everyone in the world? That's not the topic. The topic is he more recognizable? Is he more famous than Wonder Woman? Yes.
No.
Yes. Everywhere. Yes.
No, I don't.
Wonder Woman's not messing with Flash. Like sales, stats, statistics, merch. Nowhere. She's not messing with Flash. But hey, I digress. We can agree to disagree.
I disagree. There's people with
we agree to disagree.
The logo,
I'm never gonna agree with that.
There's people with the logo of Wonder Woman as a tattoo. Women.
Yeah,
women with
so those people aren't the same people with Flash?
You know, like Betty Boop? Like, I don't know.
Bro, Wonder Woman is like that's probably the most famous female comic book character for sure. So when you got that, you keep bringing up the females.
No.
Of course, you got that. There's gonna be some female one. If they're a female, they probably like Wonder Woman. If they're in the comic books, they probably like Wonder Woman. Because now that I'm thinking about it, there's nobody more famous than Wonder Woman. Like that's a female in comics. Yeah.
And Storm's is up there. Pretty heavy.
Storm's, yeah.
You're more recognizable. She
than Wonder Woman.
I don't know. If you're a DC person,
that's a combo.
It depends on if you're a DC person or
that's
a Marvel.
A combo.
If you're a Marvel or DC person, if you're DC, you know Flash, you know Wonder Woman. If you're
DC, you know Flash. It's just that simple.
If DC, yeah.
If you know DC at all, you know Flash.
Yeah, if you know the difference between Marvel,
there's no way.
If you know the difference between Marvel and DC, obviously. That is also another thing is that we just assume, like for instance, it's like those little clips where you get people that'll be like, yeah, you remember that little it's like a meme where the reporter was like, just like Superman said, with great powers come great responsibility. You're like, everybody's like, what? Because Superman ain't say that, but it was a superhero, but they don't know the difference. Some people don't know the difference between the two. Some people don't know the difference between the two.
I got a female friend that told me Naruto, that was Goku. You feel me?
Yeah.
So they don't be knowing, but I'm saying if you do know though, you're gonna, bro. I don't feel like Wonder Woman,
the orange outfit with the
Wonder Woman just not that. Nah. She's not as iconic as Flash.
I think she's.
And I'm pretty sure Flash was around way before this girl too, bro. That boy Wally West with the little hat and the little, he been around forever. That boy is, bro, she's just not messing with Flash. But I digress.
Yeah,
I wish we had our third co-host with us.
What I'm saying is, I think that she
jumped you.
She ain't messing with. She's not messing with Flash.
Ain't more famous, nothing.
She's not messing with Flash as far as who I like. I like Flash more than Wonder Woman.
I'm not even with you. You, the whole world. Like you could bring up the females. Like there's females with Wonder.
No.
Even them, there's like select few that they're just Wonder Woman stans. If they got a Wonder Woman tat, they're a stan. And they know Flash.
That
Flash.
That Wonder Woman movie.
That's facts. If they got a Wonder Woman tat, they know Flash. Put it like that. If they know Wonder Woman, they know Flash. That's facts. And you know that's facts.
Do you
know that's facts.
Do you know people that know Spider-Man?
Who don't know Spider-Man?
All right. Do you know people that know what universe Spider-Man's from?
What?
They can know Spider-Man.
Now you just saying anything.
No.
Now you just saying anything.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying
that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Let me break it down. If you know someone that knows Spider-Man, but they don't know that he's part of Marvel, they just be like, "Oh, he's Spider-Man. Ain't he with DC?" It means that you can recognize a person, but you don't know what universe they are, their storyline. You don't know who their main villain is. They know him because they see him on a billboard, or they seen him in a commercial, or they seen him somewhere. Doesn't mean that Spider-Man, they know everything about Spider-Man. They just know that he's a superhero and his name is Spider-Man.
All right.
Wonder Woman is like one of those things. Or Flash.
They don't be knowing.
They don't.
Nah, I'm telling they don't know that she's a whole. When it was Amazonian, they don't know that.
Yeah.
But Flash, 9 times out of 10, niggas know he's fast.
You know his origin?
Niggas know he's just fast. Niggas don't know he got the speed force, all that, but they know he's fast.
They know how he got his powers?
They don't even be knowing Wonder Woman's whole little repertoire. Don't nobody know her little powers or nothing. They just know that she's Wonder Woman. She got a sword and little whip lasso. Niggas don't even be knowing her whole. You feel me?
Set, yeah. But I'm just saying, look,
niggas know Flash is fast.
You got me defending Wonder. I like Wonder Woman, but I'm just saying, like, I think the whole point I was trying to prove to you is it's casual people, like video people. Like, there's people that play casually on video games. Like, I ain't trying to move on to a different subject, but I'm just saying there's casual people that they know these movies, that only watch the movies. They don't know the comic books. They don't watch the animated series. They only watch the movies. And then there's people that read the comic book, watch the TV shows and stuff, and then they also watch the movies. I think that there are more casual people in these universes now. There are fans of the universe that just watch the movies when they come out. And I do feel like if you're a casual person, you might know Wonder Woman more at this point than Flash, because Wonder Woman has her own. She has 2 movies, and she has movies with all the other superheroes. Flash only has the 1 movie that he appeared in. He has 2 movies now. He has his own movie now. But
I'm thinking about
I'm just saying they always throw, but we got on this topic because I was saying that DC just throws people in a movie that should have their own movie.
Right.
Instead of just being like, hey, this is how we got to this point. I said something
earlier. I was like, Wonder Woman might be the most famous. But now I'm thinking about it. I think Harley got her beat.
Well, now.
Yeah, like now.
And you know,
Harley got her beat.
The crazy thing about Harley
even
Quinn,
the most.
It's Harley Quinn.
It's not even
only appeared in the animated series. She got so
that
popular.
Animated series is popular too. That's fire. I seen that.
But that's how she got her. That's how she got her start. But now,
I mean, she really got real famous. Like, Margot Robbie made her famous with Suicide Squad because she just played her real good. I ain't gonna lie, she was like made to play Harley, but she made her real famous. Then she did a little Birds of Prey, which there was already a bunch of Harley fans. It's kind of like Deadpool. Like Deadpool it's been Deadpool fans, but Ryan Reynolds kind of made it like way more famous.
These movies and
same
stuff,
thing with Harley.
They give these characters a new life. Like Blade, even when Blade came out, I'm pretty sure no one knew who Blade
Iron
was.
Man.
No, I think
Iron Man read, bro. Now he's like
I'm saying because
big deal, legendary.
They had an animated series back in the 90s of Iron Man. But I'm saying that people knew who Iron Man was versus Blade didn't have no animated series, no nothing. He was just and that sold really good too. He had a trilogy, so it's kind of like that. That was people's introduction to Blade that didn't even know who Blade was. Some Marvel people that read comic books, cause like remember you brought up what's the girl Bloodstone?
Oh, Emma Bloodstone.
And I was like, I wasn't familiar with her. This Marvel got so many characters, like even with Blade. Blade's been out for a long time, but when that movie came out, that was people's first introduction to Blade in the sense of like, I never knew he was even Marvel at some point. People first saw Blade in the movie. And then when he came out, everybody now knows Blade. And then now with the Deadpool, him having a cameo on Deadpool, people are like, yo, he's back. And everybody's excited for it. But I'm just saying is that with the Wonder Woman topic and stuff like that, I think DC just throws too many people out there at one time to where I feel like Cyborg could have got his own movie. Sure. I think it would have been better.
But every so often, they will catch that lightning in a bottle, though, because, Aquaman, a lot of people loved Aquaman.
Yeah.
A lot of people like Harley.
Yeah.
Like, they got their little hits and misses.
But they just don't do it right.
Superman kind of like, a lot of people liked it.
Nah,
I didn't even see it, but.
I seen it. It's on HBO Max. People,
I know.
You can, now that you
I could go lock in and see
but
it.
No, I didn't.
I ain't really a DC guy.
The movie, I didn't really like the story for it. But I did like if they would have made it packaged with better writing, in my opinion, I think it could have been a great movie. Because I did like the action that they, like when they showed Mr. Terrific and they showed Hawkgirl and they showed Green Lantern, they didn't get a lot of shine. I think Mr. Terrific got more shine in that movie than any of the other people. But people didn't know who Mr. Terrific was. I think that movie might, and I think that's where you put a Mr. Terrific too. I don't think that he shouldn't be getting his own movie at first. I think you have to throw him in there with a Superman to get people like, oh, who's that guy? Because when you see Mr. Terrific in there and him doing his stuff, what he does, because people don't know what he can do and what is his, and there Mr. Terrific is like taking out a whole thing by himself and with ease too. He's just like, he just knocking people out and you're like, yo, this guy is crazy. Mr. Terrific in the comic books is really smart, but people don't know he's like I won't even say a B, he's like a C D class hero. He's not well known. So I think you need to throw a character like him in
kind of like
Hawkeye or
how they did Sentry.
Or
how they did
Sentry's a big character in Marvel Comics.
I mean, a lot of people know him for real.
Yeah, like I said, that's the casual people. I was like, I don't think that there's a term for it, but I think I would consider those casual people.
Like, bro, the no Sentry, it's like you got to be in comics.
Yeah, you got to be.
There ain't no in between. You can't just watch movies and know him because he's not in no movies. Not in no movies. So you got to be.
He's
in
not
comics.
really in the animated series.
He ain't in no. I think he is in.
I'm saying he's not really in it.
But they're not like prominent.
He don't have a cameo.
He don't got a little cameo.
Like
just like Gladiator. He was in X-Men 97.
He was in X-Men, the movie, the show back in the 90s. Yeah. The Shi'ar Empire came. Remember they have that clip where he takes Juggernaut. Juggernaut tries to like, hey, who's this guy? And he goes to punch him. And he just sits there. He's like, what? And then Gladiator just picks him up and just throws him across the ocean. It's like, dang, but I'm just saying, like, there's I just feel like there's casual people. That's what I'm trying to say. There's casual people, and then there's people that know the comic books. And I feel like even with the Wonder Woman conversation, those people may not even know Wonder Woman. They know Wonder Woman logo, and they just like, that means something that has to do with women empowerment, in a sense. It's more of a symbol of that versus I'm a superhero fan. It's like, no, Wonder Woman is it's kind of like what I was trying to say with the Betty Boop thing is that Betty Boop she just got got just put into the public domain. She's been out for over 100 years.
Betty Boop's
been out that long.
I ain't gonna
so
lie.
now, like right now, people can use Betty Boop and not get sued for it because it's been out for over 100 years. After you get past that point, now anybody like Mickey Mouse, not Mickey Mouse, but they call him like Steamboat Willie or whatever his name is. The first time you see Mickey Mouse, you can use it and not get sued. Like you can put them on a shirt and sell it, and no one can come and sue you for it because it's been out for over like 100 years.
Dang.
So now it's in the public domain. Popeye, you can also use Popeye. You can use different characters once they've been out so long. But what I'm trying to say is, with Betty Boop, there's a lot of women that have the Betty Boop tattoos. They got Betty Boop shirts. And they don't know where Betty Boop came from, but they know Betty Boop. They're like, oh, that's Betty Boop. But you remember that? I don't remember the cartoon. I just know Betty Boop, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying with Wonder Woman. Not to say that everybody is fans of Wonder Woman. They just know who she is versus if you put Flash out there, he's not stamped to a movement in a sense. Like he don't represent any sort of thing other than a comic book fan or whatever.
But it's like what you said with Mr. Terrific. You don't gotta put nothing with Flash. You could just Flash.
You could.
You don't got to put nothing
and that's
with
why,
it.
That's
Just
why,
Flash.
and that's why I was going with it. Is that
And that's why that show got that show on Netflix was successful apparently.
And that's why
I ain't watch it.
And
but
that's where I was going with it.
It's a big deal.
That's why I was going with it before you took over. Was that they shouldn't have just thrown Flash in there, because that's where we was talking about. Is they just throw characters in there. I felt Flash should have got his own movie.
He did get
before
when he first got.
Cyborg should have got his own movie before. I think those characters should have got
no Flash though, but
no, and he's not.
He should get his own
he's not his
movie,
own.
but-
No, but I think that I would say Cyborg might be more popular to a newer generation than a Flash, in the sense you got the
Teen Titans,
Teen Titans Go. You got the Teen Titans show from like in the early 2000s. With the younger generation,
younger for sure.
people might be more attached because Flash wasn't in any of the Teen Titans. You had Beast Boy.
You know, I was about to say, if you really want to appeal to that generation, you go Beast Boy.
Yeah, Beast Boy. I'm saying the Teen
That would
Titans
do
in general.
something.
Starfire.
Yeah, but I mean, they already got enough Teen Titans stuff.
I'm just saying.
It's
But-
like 3 different Teen Titans shows. You got a live action one called The Titans.
Yeah, the Titans,
like,
yeah.
They
I'm just
got
saying-
enough Titans.
No, I'm saying is like they're more popular with a different generation.
And there's
versus
video games too.
Then
I ain't gonna lie, they got
then
them all.
the older DC people, even Static Shock. Static Shock might be.
Yeah,
You
bro,
know,
I love Static Shock. He don't get no shine though.
He's not really DC.
Ever since CW, that's it.
He's not really DC. He
Is
don't
it like
give
the
a
same
fuck.
thing as Spawn?
No, Spawn is his own thing. I think the same people that does Invincible
Yeah,
are responsible for
that's the same.
putting
dude.
out the Spawn.
Dang.
Is
That's
it?
I think that's the Batman Beyond guy, right?
No, the Batman Beyond is still Batman Beyond. What I'm just saying is that he's still he's part of DC. But I'm saying, but Icon, there's different characters who were done by a different comic book company, but DC partnered with them to put them out and give
I
them more
know.
shine. So Static Shock was one of them.
Invincible, that's somebody else.
Yeah,
Which
but
I'll try to get him to watch that. He ain't trying to watch it, y'all.
yeah,
Fire.
I have
Fire
a
show.
moral standing.
Fire show.
I have to stand on for right now. But no, I ain't saying it's not a good show. I'm
Bro,
pretty sure it's a good
Invincible
show.
is so fire.
But yeah, I was just trying to say that the Justice League. I know we went way off topic, but the Justice League. I think DC is just Marvel put out the blueprint. I think they should have just followed that blueprint. Put out a few movies of people, kind of get people familiar with the universe, and then hit them with, bring out Darkseid.
They've been
dropping
dropping some duds though. It's like Marvel had some hits early. That's what saved them.
But I'm saying that's because
They ain't been having no hits.
the rollout. DC is
Yeah.
not really good with their rollout. They try to put too many things and people are confused. Like they put Doomsday in Batman versus Superman. Like
Yeah.
Doomsday kills Superman.
Yeah.
But that kind of happened so later on in the kind of like the Superman mythos or whatever, that why you make Lex Luthor create Doomsday in the movie?
Yeah, they wild out.
They've
And
put
then
so
that
much,
Lex Luthor was
and
trash.
people don't know who Doomsday is. It was kind of like, yo, y'all just do so much in there and so much. And it's like, not
And
for a
they
comic book
messed up
person,
Black Adam,
you
too.
might know who it is, but it's kind of like, y'all did too much.
That whole Black Adam Shazam, that was supposed to be a thing, like, cause they built up Shazam. Like, you remember he had 2 movies,
Yeah.
and then like Rock came with Black Adam, but he didn't want. Rock kind of messed that up because he wanted Black Adam to be like his standalone. Like he didn't want to be introduced as a villain to Shazam. He wanted like,
Black Adam is an anti-hero in a sense. Like he can't be a bad guy it takes like the Justice League in total to be the Black Adam. And Black Adam,
Superman could 1v1 him.
not really. He could.
He could.
But I'm saying is because like the thing is with Superman, he has a moral compass. He's not trying to kill anybody. When you get a villain that don't care about killing a person, they're gonna win against Superman because Superman's holding his punches. He's not really trying to kill a person. But you get somebody that's like, I don't care. I want you dead. There's the difference between a Superman or a Shazam or more Captain Marvel, because they're not trying to kill Superman. They're not trying to kill one another if they're fighting. So you see that episode on Justice League where Superman. I don't know if you've seen that episode, but it was Shazam or Captain Marvel fighting Superman.
No. I've seen that,
And
James.
they were fighting, going toe to toe. But I think Superman was definitely beating him up. But I think Shazam got stuff that's weak.
Yeah. I'm about to say, he weak to magic.
Yeah,
he was Shazamming them.
Yeah,
He's Shazamming them to death, lightning striking them.
But no, I think that he is an anti-hero. I think that because there are times in the comic book where Black Adam is working with the Justice League and he's helping them and stuff like that. So he's not all the way bad. And I think Rock wanted to kind of have that thing where he can have his own little. And I mean, when you get Rock to play a character, I think he should get.
You gotta give him.
You can't
his
put
own.
him as
He
a side character or whatever. Like
he was in Fast and Furious.
I mean, yeah, but he went off and did his own movie. And I think he brought a lot of fans to the show too, because when you see, Dad, they got the Rock. Like, there's a lot of people that tuned in to Fast and the Furious because they got Rock on board. But I digress. But yeah, no, I think I don't know how X-Men 97 is great animated series.
Fire.
I think the Doomsday movie is pretty good. Marvel's doing pretty good. I just think with the Doomsday thing, they might be a little bit rushing things because X-Men should have their own movie just to get them introduced. But I don't know how they're going to, if it depends on how they go about doing it. Are they going to show, because I don't think this is the X-Men that they want to bring to the MCU. I think they're just trying to introduce the X-Men.
Yeah, I don't think
universe.
But
I think they're going to show like that's a different universe, but the mutants exist.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to kick, because these are all older actors.
Yeah.
So they're going to try to usher in like a new wave. But I don't know who could play Wolverine at the end of the day. That's either way. They probably going to have to keep Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
He'll probably be the only one that stay with everybody. Yeah. Him and Ryan Reynolds. Because ain't nobody else could play Wolverine, bro. At this point, they're stuck.
This is their way of bringing it. Because remember, they got 20th Century Fox.
And they got him. They got Hugh Jackman for like a long contract. I remember in the movie he was like, "Oh yeah, no, we got Disney got him forever. He's doing this till 90."
And the good thing about Hugh Jackman
Ryan Reynolds was
and Wolverine is that Wolverine's old.
Yeah,
Wolverine isn't a young character, so you could use Hugh Jackman longer than you could use.
He could be 100.
Yeah, and then also it's like the with this generation, like with the Secret Wars. I remember Miles gets introduced through Secret Wars in the comic books. Well, he was already there, but he was kind of in a different universe. You had the Ultimate Universe, you had the 616 universe, and when all of these universes were getting destroyed, Reed makes this ship, and then Miles kind of sneaks on board because he can like blend in.
Oh yeah,
he got brought into that universe. And his universe got destroyed.
I forgot all about that.
So I don't know. I heard that Sony doesn't want to give Miles over to Disney, which so it's kind of like I don't know.
I mean, they already gave out Spider-Man, Peter.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I heard Tom he got signed on for like way more movies now.
Yeah, and then also people like that Spider-Man. So
Tom?
Like, so I don't know if people are gonna.
I like Tom. He's probably my least favorite though.
Because in order for Miles to get there, I remember in the comic books, Peter in his universe died.
Yeah, I know.
He became Spider-Man,
and they ain't trying to kill off Tom.
Yeah, I don't know, but they said in his universe, so it could be.
They could do it.
It could be in his universe.
That's why I don't never go by comics no more. Cause
they just showing so little of it, and then
nothing goes.
There's going to be
in the MCU. Nothing goes by.
There's a lot of surprises. I think there's going to be in Doomsday too, because they just showing so little bit of it, so that you're like, who's going to be in this? It's going to be. You seen Cyclops wearing the old classic?
Yeah.
But they didn't show any of the other X-Men. Like
they did that on purpose.
They didn't show like, who's going to be which X-Men? Because remember, there's a different teams of X-Men. Is it going to be the one with Nightcrawler in it?
Going to be X-Force? Is it going to be New Mutants? Is it?
But I'm saying with X-Men, because they're all different teams. But I'm saying, is it going to be the X-Men with Nightcrawler? Is it going to be the X-Men with Emma Frost? Is it going to be the X-Men with just the traditional Iceman, Beast, Jean, Cyclops,
Storm,
Archangel? Storm wasn't there initially. The original X-Men was just Beast, Cyclops, Iceman.
Oh, that's
Archangel.
with that blue and yellow on.
Yeah, when they had and Beast wasn't blue, he was just a regular human, but he had the abilities of Beast.
But you know what I'm talking about. They had on that,
Yeah, I
that
know what you-
vintage drip. That drip was trash.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know
First
which
X-Men.
X-Men. So everybody, that's another thing. Like, which one are they going? Is Psylocke going to be in it? Who's going to be the X-Men?
No, I'm
that
a
they gonna
big
have in it?
Psylocke fan ever since Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. All right. So,
Big
So the
Psylocke fan.
we also I wanted to. I know we going to transition into like a little bit more into gaming. We kind of talked about Marvel for a while. You know what I'm saying? I know we can probably go on forever, and it'd
No,
be-
for sure.
but you know we can't go on forever. The show got to end at some point. But what do you think of? I know we talk about the consoles, and you know, the different consoles. I know I grew up playing every game. I played Nintendo more so growing up.
Mm.
Then you get the newer generation of PlayStation and the Xbox, and you know, when Nintendo's still around.
Yeah, man.
But what's your, you know? I mean, I know what I kind of already know what your.
Man,
your-
all right,
your
so I'm
console is.
PlayStation today for sure, but I grew up on everything, man. Definitely had Nintendo 64. I'm trying to think what was my favorite system. I want to say Nintendo 64, probably where I started. Then got it from there. Never had a PlayStation like the original. Had a PlayStation 2. I remember I had your old Xbox. The only game I liked up there was Fable, for real.
Yeah,
Then went from that.
which is crazy.
Yeah. Bro, there was a game called Jade Empire. That was tough to me. That went for PlayStation. Had a GameCube. Bro, had a GameCube. Then after that, I ain't really never looked back. Went from that. PlayStation 3 was flip-flopping. PlayStation 3. Then I had an Xbox One. And then I moved, bro. After the Xbox One, I left to go to PlayStation 4. Never looked back. Been PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. I don't think I'm ever going back to Xbox. I do have an Xbox, though. I have an Xbox One just collecting dust. But,
Yeah, that's a shame.
nah, man.
No,
PlayStation.
I always look at it this way. You got a main console, and then you have other consoles that you dabble into. If you're a gamer, a true gamer, you got your main console, then you got every other console, and that's me. I'm an Xbox main console, but I have PlayStation. I have a Nintendo Switch.
I have a Switch. I forgot about the Switch.
Switch too.
Don't even play it.
But that's you have to have a main console because games come out multi-platform all the time, and so you to have a main console. In my opinion, you have to have a main because you play all of the games on there. So any game that's like a Call of Duty, a Destiny, any game that's multi-platform,
All that third party.
Overwatch, you play those games on that main console, and of course you get the exclusives for that console. And then you have to have the other consoles because they get those exclusives. That's why I consider myself a gamer more so. But Xbox is my primary console. I play all the other games on, like, you know, Overwatch, all that stuff. I play that mainly on Xbox because I like the controller, the interface, all that stuff. But I can't deny that PlayStation has the titles. They have the first party titles. I think their first party is heavier and harder than the Xbox first party, which in a way is kind of like a debate to me because Xbox started buying up so many companies that like at this point, the first party title for Xbox is, you know, Call of Duty at this point. They own Activision.
Yeah, not yet, but in
they
the
own
future.
It. No, I'm saying
I'm saying they own it, but it's still dropping on PlayStation.
No, there's no longer that. I'm saying that's no longer a thing Microsoft's doing anymore. They're not keeping it on their console, but it is their first party game studio because they own it.
And
so
if
Xbox
you have
is now
Game
open,
Pass, you get it.
Yeah,
like,
Xbox is kind of just like, I don't care where it goes. We're all about money. We're not trying to, we don't care about loyalty to our console. We just want the money. So if we can make more money by putting it on PlayStation and on Nintendo,
that's where they're at with it.
that's where we are. Yeah, they might have time exclusives. They might be like, okay, hey, get on Game Pass. You get the game day and date, and you ain't got to pay for the full price of the game. They still got that, but now it's like, but it's not good. Just know it's not exclusive to that console, so you don't have to have an Xbox to get a Call of Duty. You can get a PlayStation and still get Call of Duty.
They've been crazy versatile with the platforms too. Like now, anything's in Xbox. You can get a little Fire Stick.
Yeah.
Program your Xbox onto there.
You know, Xbox is owned by Microsoft, so they're looking at, they want to be everywhere. So at the end of the day, when you talk about, if you talk about console wars, Xbox technically wins in the sense of PlayStation hardware sales is always going to outsell Xbox. But as far as overall gaming sales and console gaming and where you can find the games that is owned by Xbox, Microsoft wins. They're making more money. If it's all about sales, because Halo's not going to be on PlayStation.
I mean,
so now are we talking about the console itself, the physical, the hardware, PlayStation wins. They outsold Xbox. That's what it is. But as far as catalog and stuff like that, Microsoft is making more money off of the games because Minecraft is owned by Microsoft. Call of Duty is now owned by Microsoft.
As a consumer, though,
Overwatch and everything, Blizzard.
As a consumer, though, that don't help me though. The money they making, you feel me? I only care about the exclusives. That's the only reason I play PlayStation.
Yeah.
Just for the exclusives. Like, even though Xbox is everywhere, it's like, I'll be wanting to play them exclusives, bro. Like, but especially I'm a Spider-Man fan. Gotta play Spider-Man, God of War, all of that.
You know, and I respect Sony for that too. You know, I'm more of an Xbox main console person, but I respect Sony for that in the sense that they're losing money to be loyal to their demographic. They are going hard with like, hey, we with y'all. We're not gonna put it over there. Because look, if they did that, then I don't know. Sony might, because Sony, like I heard Sony's not doing too well with the consoles, like as far as they're selling a lot of consoles, but I heard that as far as what it takes to sell a game nowadays, the pricing of games and things like that, it's going up. And Sony, to be loyal, they're missing out on a lot of money they could be making. Because even with PC, they let it go on PC, but it'll be like on PlayStation for a good 2 years, and they be like, all right, now we're going to drop it.
It'd be taking forever. But I mean, to be honest, I don't know too much into like how much money they've been losing. I know like they got the PlayStation VR stuff out now.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of that's doing good. They got PlayStation Portable. You feel me? I guess they've been trying to dabble. Yeah. But the exclusives been there.
No, and that's the best thing about Sony.
That's the only thing I cared about.
And then it's like with the exclusives, they don't be shabby with it neither. Like they actually got some really good exclusives.
Bro,
like the gameplay for it. Like the Spider-Man games are really intricate. Like the way they play that's a Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
And
Insomniac.
You feel like you're playing a Spider-Man game.
It's them studios. Like them studios. They're polished. They be polishing. Naughty Dog, Santa Monica, Insomniac, who does Ghost of Yotei and Tsushima, Sucker Punch, Guerrilla Games. Those are all like I don't know what they spent on them studios, but all of them are like top tier. Guerrilla does like that's the horizon.
They didn't spend as much as Microsoft spent on theirs.
Yeah, but bro, it's like these studios though been with Sony forever.
Yeah, I'm not even saying like
Microsoft literally just went and bought. They ain't buy these James from the ground up. They should have invested into Lionhead. That's who did Fable, right?
Yeah.
Lionhead. That's who they
None.
should have
You know,
invested
that's
into.
been my
Lionhead and whoever
been
else
my-
was their studios.
No, they sold.
But they should have kept Bungie. I don't know why they let Bungie leave out the door.
No,
They let Bungie leave and go do Destiny and go make their money. They could have kept Bungie. They should have bought Destiny outright.
They could have did that.
They should have.
I think
They should
that
have bought Destiny.
they-
That would have
they-
been their IP.
because you gotta think to do Bungie like to do that, they would have to known that Destiny was going to be as big as Destiny was going to be.
Yeah.
I think they said, hey, as long as you give us Halo, we don't care what y'all do. And I think
Yeah.
Bungie wanted their independence at the time. Hey, we want to go and do our own thing and da da da. So it's
Yeah.
okay, but we keeping Halo. Okay, that's cool. Now they come out with Destiny, it becomes big, and you're like, yo, they did that. Now Microsoft still could have probably bought them back and
They
was
would have
okay.
wanted that. They would have wanted.
But you see, the deal that Bungie got with Sony isn't really a good deal for Sony, because they're saying like,
Sony owns Bungie.
yeah, Sony owns Bungie.
They went and bought that.
Yeah, but the deal was
They shouldn't have bought. They bought them when it's too late.
no
Bungie's
the
kind of like
the deal was that we want to still be able to put our games anywhere, so that's why you still see Destiny.
it drops first on. That's why they be getting them.
Yeah, they said basically they own them, but they're like, hey, we
Oh.
still want to be able to be dropping, which they still make money. I guess Sony's still getting paid for anywhere.
like them
Destiny's
early
at.
access. They be getting like early access. They be getting some exclusive like
'Cause remember,
rewards and stuff. But
remember
I thought it was
Destiny?
just some PlayStation.
remember Destiny was on Game Pass when they
Yeah,
bought
they-
them and got
they
taken
took
on
that
Game
off.
Pass. I was like, yo, we got. They took that thing away.
No, that it makes sense because they got the whole collection
Yeah.
on PlayStation Premium. And I just thought it was a great deal. I'm like, dang, they got the whole Forsaken, Witch Queen, all of it.
Mhm.
You know, I went and got that, but yeah.
Yeah, Sony owns them, and the thing is,
But Sony waited too long. It won't like they went and bought them when they was first taking off.
you need at the time you need an MMO. You need it. It's almost like
a
essential
live service.
because those games keep people locked in. There's fan bases is there. You're going to get those fan bases.
they
Not
will.
only that is that when at the time when they would talk about metaverse and all this stuff with the future is going to be of gaming. If you don't got somebody locked in like that, like now Microsoft got all of Blizzard stuff. The Overwatch. I know Overwatch is trash now and all that stuff. I feel like I have a plan for them to come back for real, but
Bro, Overwatch is not that trash. It's just they
No,
let
it's
Marvel
Marvel
Rivals get
Rivals.
into their lane and kill them.
but look, this is
No way.
This is my plan for Overwatch to bring it back. Scrap it. Partner up with DC, and you do the DC rivals.
Yeah.
Then you make the all the DC characters. You do the same thing that they did with Marvel Rivals, and you basically Overwatch is there. You got the basically the bones of it.
They took Overwatch. They took their whole flow.
You got the whole bones of it, and then
Oh,
I
God.
like Marvel Rivals the third person part.
Yes,
I like.
But
it to be third
Overwatch
person.
went and
That's the
they
first
copied that though.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
I didn't
you
know
could
they
do
were third person, third party. But
Well,
third
it's not.
person.
It doesn't have to be, but now they have it where you
can do third
can
person.
because Rivals, duh.
Yeah, but I don't want to get it to off topic of that. But yeah, console wars. I feel like man. I think that Sony got the first party lock.
Which
Xbox,
Nintendo don't, bro. We ain't really touch on Nintendo, but
because we ain't get there yet.
they just be
I'm
snapping.
going through. You went through your
Oh,
your
yeah,
console
go ahead,
is.
go ahead.
I mean, I'm going probably longer than you did, but yeah, no, I'm like a gamer. But I will say that when I do get games, I normally try to play it on Xbox. I try to see if there's a version on Xbox, and it's not because Xbox has the better. I feel like they've messed up. They dropped the ball a lot of times where they could have done something that was spectacular, and then they were like, no, we're not going to do that. It's always been that with Xbox.
Yeah.
But because there's a lot of IP that they have that they don't take advantage of. Banjo, they have Banjo there.
Yeah, they got Rare.
Y'all, where's a Banjo
Yeah,
game?
they bought Rare. When they bought Rare, I remember that was supposed to be a big deal. They ain't doing nothing with them IPs over there.
You got a few people with Rare. Conquer ain't come
Yeah.
out with no Conquer nothing. And I get that, Xbox is built, and I do feel like there's that thing because you build up an adult fan base.
Yeah.
It's hard to kind of then say, oh, we're all about first person shooters and shooters and shoot.
They should have let Nintendo. Nintendo was the perfect one to buy Rare.
No, but
I don't know why
they own Rare.
What, Nintendo?
Nintendo owned Rare.
They should have let them keep them then.
No.
Why did Xbox go out their way to buy them?
No, look, this is the craziest story. This is why I'm saying Xbox drops the ball. Xbox owned BioWare, which did Mass Effect.
Yeah, they do.
They help.
They do. What's the name?
The
too?
game you said.
No, not BioShock. That ain't them.
Jade Empire.
Yeah,
that was BioWare.
Oh, I remember BioWare.
Yeah,
now.
BioWare.
They did a few good games.
Yeah, they did. Knights of the Old Republic, the Star Wars,
which is like the most famous Star Wars game.
But
people be talking about that to this day.
Microsoft at the time coming into console making, they had to buy up. Remember, they're new.
Yeah,
they're competing at PlayStation
they really do
2.
Software, right?
Yeah, I'm saying
like
but
computers.
They're competing with PlayStation, and PlayStation is killing it. Nintendo's still there, but you're competing on a level where now you got to come into the game, and then you don't want to be someone that comes because there's a lot of consoles that came in and they ain't do anything; they fell off. So Microsoft had a bunch of PC studios. So really, the way the gaming is today is basically because Microsoft made it that way. The stuff that you like on Sony, Microsoft changed the whole landscape. And I know they don't get the credit for this, but Call of Duty,
they get the credit for that. Xbox 360,
first person shooters
they
in general.
get that.
Now I know that
online wave, that was them.
Yeah,
Xbox 360, that Call of Duty wave.
There's
Xbox.
Of course, we had 007 and we had Quake and Doom and stuff.
And Halo. That Halo Call of Duty Xbox 360. That was the prime Xbox right there.
The landscape
because Xbox 360 had
gaming was changed by Microsoft.
Something about Xbox 360. Their online just was way more accessible. I remember we had a PlayStation 3, but we just went online.
PlayStation at the time,
they both had online, right?
Yeah, but PlayStation didn't. I don't think they thought it was the future. They were kind of like, remember, it was free.
It was just a little add-on.
It was free.
Oh yeah, it was free.
And so there was trash. So you get dropped out of a lobby, you're in there playing with your friends, and they get dropped, or it was laggy, or something was happening because it was free.
They have no dedicated servers.
Remember, PlayStation 3 was struggling.
Yeah.
This is 360. 360 went hard with online. Remember, the original Xbox
had to pay for it, bandwidth.
Had
the little Ethernet cable.
Yeah, but it was called broadband. But every home did have broadband back in the day. They had dial-up and stuff like that. It's slow, but you needed broadband. Broadband was more faster, but the original Xbox had broadband. You can plug it up to the internet. Then, but 360
had it
when
built
broadband, it was built in, and everybody could get on and play online, and you had to pay. And then when you're paying for it, in Microsoft, they already got a bunch of clouds and servers and stuff to support the games that they were playing online. Remember, and also first-person shooters were big on 360. It was on 360 had a monopoly.
They had the better controller.
Call of Duty,
bro. You remember the PlayStation 3 controller had that trash trigger. Yeah. That's why even on I remember that controller. Most shooters, you would shoot with R1, not R2, R1, because the trigger was just it was rounded. I don't know why it was like. I don't know if you remember that jump. But it was like rounded. It wasn't kind of stiff too.
Because PlayStation, even to this day,
it's way better with like fighting games and stuff like that.
Even to this day, they're
I feel like they got good controllers today, though.
Made their controllers in a way where it was like they were focused like, hey, we're not a first person. We're not doing this first person stuff. We're still platforming, action games. We're driven by the stories. In the action games and the platforming, that's what they were known. PlayStation could do everything except shooters. So remember, they had Killzone.
PlayStation 4 changed a lot, though.
Yeah, I'm saying, but this is Microsoft changing the game.
Yeah,
and this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they had Killzone. Yeah,
because they had Killzone, Resistance, Fall of Man. They tried it, and it was like, this ain't working. Now, Microsoft also on 360 had a contract with Activision to get like all the exclusive up front. We was like, oh. We're going to pay for that. Everything that, all the new DLC, we want that first. So PlayStation people will have Call of Duty. Remember, their service wasn't that good, so they're getting dropped out of the lobbies and things. And Microsoft people on Xbox 360 had a better experience with
Yeah.
the whole thing. So they're looking at it like, yo, we are in like, the better place to play those games with your friends was on 360. So people were
Most
like, I'm gonna get a
def.
360 just to play that game.
Most def.
And then that blueprint, Sony was like, yeah, we got it. Next console, we gotta fix this. 'Cause, like,
Nah, that controller, that PlayStation 4 controller, even the P5's out. That's the best control. In my opinion, that's
But
the best controller.
that
Like that controller is
generation-
perfect.
that generation was the toughest fight that I think Sony ever had.
Which, bro,
It's because
your brother
360
your brother
almost-
told me the whole story, and it's like, I guess PlayStation, they won out at the end
Yeah, they still sold more.
technically, but it's like they did the most to win because they had God of War,
They-
like that. Just no.
At the end of it, they had
Last of
Us
Us.
at the very
Oh
end of
God,
it,
like
at the
at
last-
the tail end, Last of Us.
Yeah.
Which, bro, that's a generational game. That
Yeah.
should have put them over.
At the very end,
That's a masterpiece. Have you
But-
played that?
360, yeah,
That's a masterpiece.
but they
There
milked
ain't
that
no.
thing to death.
Yeah, but it's
they
a masterpiece.
milked it to death.
They did.
But
They got remastered,
but-
remade,
they changed the game and saying, like,
remastered, remade.
hey, we're gonna make this game. We're gonna make these games this way, and no one could touch them because Call of Duty was killing. This was on the rise. Because remember, Call of Duty was on
Call of
the
Duty
original-
was killing.
It was on the original Xbox. Call of Duty 1 and 2.
Yeah, but it wasn't really going crazy.
It was online though.
until they dropped Modern Warfare.
No, I'm just saying. But this is the rise of Call of Duty. They came out and they were really
On
good
the original
graphics.
Xbox, people were playing
Yeah,
it.
people play. I had it. I had Call of Duty 1 and 2.
I don't
And
remember that.
they were graphically really good. The graphics were really good. I remember the smoke when you throw one of those smoke grenades. The smoke was kind of like, it looked like the smoke. I mean, I don't know. Probably looks trash now, but back then it was like, this is crazy.
Nigga actually threw a smoke grenade. Actually
smoke
worked.
grenade looked cool, and like I said, and then the first person shooters and all that stuff, it was like that was the place to be. Xbox, Sony wasn't touching them, and even though Sony won that generation, I think that it was hard. And so Xbox had a lot of stuff. Remember the Red Ring of Death? It had a lot going against it,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it
it
still did really
It
good.
did
So I think
have
it's
that
one of-
red ring of death.
a lot of people's favorite Xbox console was the 360, even though with the
Oh
Red
God!
Ring of Death,
And then
they had the Final Fantasy
Halo.
game over there. Or they had
Halo 3
Halo
apparently was big, bro. Like
Everybody after Halo 2, you got to be like, yo, Halo 2
I
was
heard,
one of the
bro.
biggest
Halo
games.
3 was
But I'm just saying, coming out of
bigger.
Halo 2, you already like they're gonna basically if they keep the same.
because online, like you said, bro. Online, Halo 3 online was huge.
And this one you can record the whole battle. I remember we used to do we used to play.
And then
You can
Gears.
record the whole.
Don't forget about Gears. This is when
Oh, yeah,
Gears started
Gears.
popping.
Yep,
I think
Gears.
Gears showed up Xbox 360, right?
Yep.
Gears came.
Gears of
That was
War.
a big IP.
Yep.
Well, nothing like Gears at
Yep.
the time. Nothing like
Yep.
Gears.
Everybody copied. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, a lot of people did copy
the
that
innovation.
that
Like
that
Last of
whole
Us, not Last of Us.
that whole Gears system.
Uncharted,
for real.
like the cover system.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot
yo.
of people copied that cover
Yeah,
system.
but the thing is, it's not to take away to say Xbox is the great. I'm just saying is that it did change a lot of how games are made today.
Where they dropped the ball was with Xbox One. That's literally where they dropped. Because coming off of that,
That
the
DRM.
Xbox 360, y'all supposed to keep
Yeah.
that momentum. They started
It's the
trying to
D-
be too
It was the DRM.
too innovative.
It was the DRM situation, which is crazy.
It was that with like the Connect. No, because that was on
Yeah, the
360
Connect.
though.
The Connect. Yeah, they did.
was on
It started,
360.
but it wasn't.
It wasn't as prominent. On Xbox One, it was like with launch. They were big on with that the Connect.
yeah.
It was like
it came with the
had
console.
it
with
was
the
like
console.
it was mandatory, but they had a lot of features I did like you could just Xbox cut on and stuff like
yeah.
that. But it was too big.
What it wanted to do was basically what your phones are with the AI and stuff.
Yeah,
now.
it was doing too
Like you
much.
could basically
though.
be like, hey, do this, do that.
It was a little too early.
Yeah, it was too early. But
A little
also
too
I
early.
think it's that it was a DRM. When they said it's coming DRM, basically games are going to be obsolete. Your physical copy.
Oh
and
yeah,
always
that pissed everybody.
What's crazy
off.
is that's basically what we're doing now.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Right? People buy consoles with no disc drive. I got one. I got the Xbox Series S.
Yeah.
There's no disc drive. People buy PlayStation 5 with no disc
The
drive.
world won't ready for that.
I'm
though.
just saying, but
when
it,
he
no,
did, that
it was
when the world won't ready.
It's crazy. No, people were ready. It's just
And the price was crazy.
I think
On launch,
Sony,
won't it?
Sony, I was like, Sony's always more expensive than Xbox.
I thought They said something crazy.
No, they just said the DRM. They said your physical copy, and it's only at the same time. It's like this is how we share. You know, had those little campaigns. This is how we share games with PlayStation. They had a disc. It was like they handed it to somebody, and they was like, "Yeah, thank you," whatever it is. They were trying to joke. You still got physical copies. They were doing stuff like that.
And they ain't have no exclusive. They showed at that E3 either.
Nah, but even then, it's just to me. I think the DRM,
they were showing a lot of Kinect.
The DRM scenario and the Kinect scenario.
I was about to say Kinect.
And so they got rid of that guy that was running Xbox, and they got Phil Spencer. So he got fired for that whole scenario because he kind of brought it down after that. Everybody was like, "I'm not getting an Xbox." It was all a campaign of like, I'm not getting.
Oh yeah, yeah. He did a whole bunch of stuff. Like I remember he had it cheap. He had like came out like, oh, and it's on sale for something crazy. Had like, bro, I remember like the following year they came out and was trying to fix a whole bunch of stuff. They had like good IPs.
They took
the price down. They took that thing they said before they took the Kinect away. The Kinect out of there on God. But they did a whole bunch.
Yeah, they did a lot to change it, but at that point,
it was too
already
far gone. And PlayStation 4 was on a generational run. Yeah. That jank was hot. Because the 4, bro, I seen you remember that video I showed y'all with like the little tier list between the PlayStation 4, bro, is when Sony really started this whole renaissance of these IPs, bro, like these exclusives that were just great. Because on PlayStation 4, that's when they started. Like they came out with that brand new God of War, fire. They was just not missing nothing. God of War, Horizon. They were coming out with new IPs too. Like what's Horizon? Fire, bro. They dropped Last of Us 2, fire. New Ratchet and Clank. They were coming out. Then they Spider-Man. They had everybody. Xbox was good as dead after they came out with Spider-Man at whatever E3 that was. Good as dead after that. Yeah. Spider-Man, and it was fire when they showed the trailer. Insomniac's behind it, and they're doing their big one. People say, ain't no Xbox. Yeah, after that, they snapped.
Sony also owns the IP to Spider-Man.
Yeah, they actually own Spider-Man, like so it ain't nothing.
It's not like they can go and
which is crazy. When did they go buy Spider-Man?
This when Marvel was breaking up everywhere. That's
why. That's crazy that they got Spider-Man. Like what the hell?
Disney owned the Avenger characters, and 20th Century Fox owned the X-Men. Now Disney bought 20th Century Fox, so now it's part of Disney.
Microsoft should have got some of that, got a piece of DC or something. No, because they should have bought a character.
Right now,
Spider-Man's a big purchase. Now they get to make games and merch and stuff with them. That's crazy.
Like right now, Warner Brothers is up for sale. Paramount's going.
For real?
Yeah, Netflix is trying to buy them, and Paramount Universal's trying to buy them.
Jeez.
So they're fighting over who's going to get Warner. HBO's part of that package too.
HBO already got Warner Brothers.
I'm saying that's a whole package.
Oh, that's part of the Warner Brothers.
AT&T owns all of that right now.
AT&T owns Warner Brothers, HBO, and all that.
All that stuff. Yeah,
I was about to say because HBO has all the Warner Brothers stuff.
Yeah,
up there.
But HBO,
all the DC
Warner Brothers,
stuff is on HBO.
Discovery, all of that.
That's
stuff
crazy. I just bought HBO too.
But you'll still have it. They're just going to transfer ownership. Well, unless Netflix rolls it into Netflix and says, "Oh, now you got."
That would actually be tough.
But I'm just saying, whoever owns it, it could be Paramount Plus because they own like Nickelodeon.
Microsoft should have got a piece of that pie. It could have got somebody.
No, but at this point, because of the Activision acquisition, $74 billion.
And Bethesda too, right?
Yeah, I mean Bethesda wasn't that expensive. That thing was like it wasn't that.
And Microsoft, they've been buying stuff though. I
think right now they chilling.
Minecraft,
Like,
that cost them
especially
too.
They got to compete with two big companies like Netflix, and they're not trying. They're like, y'all
bought Minecraft, right?
Yeah, they've been Mojang. They bought that for like $1 billion point something.
They've been spending for.
But I'm saying,
they just been buying their IPs.
That's cheap for Microsoft. Microsoft's $1 trillion company. You know how long? Look, I just saw a thing today was like to count to $1 trillion. If Adam and Eve started counting when they was created, they still wouldn't even be halfway to $1 trillion. That's how much money some of these Apple and some of these companies are worth. Microsoft is one of those companies. They got so much money that what we thought was
Sony,
it was
Sony
how much?
ain't
It
that
was
though.
$75 billion.
So they got Spider-Man. I'm gonna look into
They
this.
own, yeah,
They
own
got
IP for
Spider-Man for a steal, pretty much.
Yeah, basically. I mean, this is back, like I said,
200 M's or something.
remember, this is back when Toby. This is a while back. This isn't like yesterday. This was Ben. They owned the IP for. Marvel broke up their catalog like this one. Remember they were saying Marvel was in bankruptcy and all this stuff. This is what they did. They sold them off to different places. So different companies, hey, I'll take Spider-Man. Oh, I'll take the X-Men. I'll take, everybody was divvying up the different
Sony got
prices.
Spider-Man early.
Yeah, and I think they have the movie rights and stuff like that. I don't think they have the comic, but I think Marvel still owns like certain things to it. But I think it's that the different studios have the rights to the media, like the videos and stuff of it.
And the crazy thing, they don't have to let Disney bought a few movies to use them or something.
No, they
right?
own, like I said, they own Captain America. All the people,
but they don't own Spider-Man, right?
They didn't own. Sony owns Spider-Man.
Yeah,
right now.
But they're just letting Disney use them.
Yeah, this is an agreement they got with Disney because they still get all the merch and stuff. They get paid for every time
he shows up.
Yeah, they get paid for the merchandise and all that. That's all. Sony gets money for that. I think the only one that don't own was Spider-Man. And I think there's some other characters that's not owned by
Sony? I thought they only own Spider-Man. That's it.
No, I think they own Spider-Man. Like there's characters
and
that
Miles.
Sony. They own.
They
all
own
the
Miles too.
All the Spider-Man.
Oh, every Spider-Man.
Yeah, and they own like characters like Kraven and the Spider-Man verse stuff, like Kraven the Hunter, Green Goblin.
Venom. Yeah, they
Venom,
do the Venom movies,
Venom.
right?
Yeah, I think
which they just put him in the MCU, so I guess they paid him for that.
Well, they didn't show him in the MCU.
He was in
but
there.
They might got contract. Like I said, they partnering up to put Spider-Man in movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I seen him. He made that cameo in Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah.
He's about to be in there. Watch.
But remember, this is all
Eddie Brock. They gonna put him.
Yeah,
in
I remember
there.
that. Yeah, I think they are. Of course, I'm just saying because it'd be stupid for Sony to not let. They're making $1 billion
and their movies. I ain't gonna lie, their movies suck.
They're making $1 billion.
Morbius, Craven. The Venoms were pretty good, but other than that,
they're gonna milk
trash.
They're gonna milk them because
they try to get that money.
Yeah.
Knowing
I mean, if that's all you own for Marvel, and you see Marvel, they're doing $1 billion movies.
MCU, man, give it up to the MCU.
Yeah.
Y'all over here making trash. Madam Web, like y'all out here making some dirt. Stick to the video. I'll give them Into the Spider-Verse. They got that. That's a masterpiece. Yeah. Other than that, trash. Madam Web, Craven, Morbius, trash.
Yeah.
I like Amazing Spider-Man though. Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
I actually like those. I like Toby too.
Of course.
So of course those are fire. But other than that, they've been doing Spidey dirt.
But even
they've been
that,
doing Spidey dirty.
If they gave it to I think if they gave it to Disney, they could be even. Because like the thing is, like,
I think they're doing it on purpose too. Like, bro, Madam Web, y'all had to know nobody was gonna like that. No, like they're using the Spider-Man IP so trash.
You got
Morbius. Nobody wants to see that.
You got to think about it this way. What we would just talk about with the Avengers. Your universe, if the only universe you have is the Spider-Man universe, you're gonna make those movies, and then probably you'll do like a multiverse, like a Spider-Verse type thing.
I think that's what they were
live
trying
action
to do.
movie, because now you got everybody knows all the villains. Kraven.
But this is where they messed up, Uncle Matt. They were doing that, but it's like y'all don't have Spider-Man though. Like if they would have had Spider-Man to connect, they do, but y'all don't because the MCU's currently using them.
No, they can still use the Spider-Man like the Andrew Garfield.
Yeah,
it's spectacular.
But then I don't see them setting that up. That's what's making these movies fall flat.
Because
like if Venom had Spider-Man with them, but they don't.
You don't want
just Venom.
You don't. Look, they're making money from these Spider-Man movies.
Venom was making money for sure
from the Spider-Man movies.
I don't know about Madam Web. They probably lost.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about Spider-Man. They're making money from the Spider-Man
the MCU.
movie.
Yeah.
So they're like
those are breaking records too. Like No Way Home did crazy.
So I'm saying what you don't want to do.
They didn't get all of that though.
What you don't want to do. Yeah, of course Disney's putting money into it, but they're getting money from those movies. What I'm saying they probably get more because it's a Spider-Man alone movie. But what I'm saying is it helps Disney because now they can implement Spider-Man to their universe, and then Sony's still getting money too. But what Sony probably doesn't want to do is take away attention from something that's making the money over there to put them in the movie over here with Venom and these other, and also they want to kind of build up those characters on their own to where
you low key can't do it. Like
they did
it's weird. You feel me? You can't be. It's never been two Spider-Man.
Yeah, this
is like
the different universes.
I'm saying like at the same time, not.
Yeah. Spectacular Spider-Man, it's always been out.
No, I'm talking about live action.
Oh yeah, no.
It's never been two separate.
Yeah.
It's only one Spider. Just like those real iconic superheroes, it's one at a time. It's one Spider-Man right now.
Yeah,
it ain't never been. Oh, it's Andrew and there's this other. Nah, it's just one guy.
Yeah,
that's why it's like we already knew when they were doing all these other movies. Ain't no Spider-Man though. Spider-Man's over there in the MCU, so
yeah.
No, nobody wants to see Venom and Craven with no Spider. We only care about these people with Spider-Man.
I don't mind seeing Venom.
I ain't never been that. I ain't been a fan of the. Well, I actually care for Venom.
Yeah, but
other than that, though, I ain't no Craven.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to see Craven on his standalone adventures.
But see, that's the thing with the casual.
Or Mysterio or something. I don't want to see them dolo.
That's the thing with the casual thing is that the casual,
they don't even know.
They don't even know that Craven is attached to Spider-Man.
But if you put Spider, they care about the character.
That's what I'm saying, because there's some people that are casual. The casual fans won't know that Craven is one of Spider-Man's.
They were better off not even doing it. And then it's like the villains y'all using, y'all could have did Green Goblin. I don't care about some Green Goblin, but no, y'all using Morbius. The casual, like you said, the casual Spider-Man fan don't even know about that nigga.
Yeah,
don't even know about Morbius. Like,
no, but the thing, look, I think what
y'all using low tier people
is with them. Sony got to do what they got to do. They got this catalog of characters.
Yeah, they like, man, we gotta get some type of money out of it. I just don't like it.
They're part of. I don't like it either. But I'm saying it's part of the MC. They're trying to capitalize on the superhero theme. Everybody's into the superheroes, so everybody like, hey, who we got?
Craven. All we got is a Spider-Man verse.
We got so we got Craven, we got Morbius, we got
where's a guy like Green Goblin? Somebody should have been like, we need to do Green Goblin. Let's do Morbius.
The thing with
who came up with that?
The thing with with Green Goblin is he's synonymous with.
He is with Spider-Man. You can't have him with.
You can't really separate him.
All of these niggas though, Venom.
Who's he fighting?
Venom is synonymous with Spider-Man.
Venom has his own comic book series. By himself. Yes, Venom's been by himself for a minute. The guy that created Venom created Spawn. No, the dude that created Venom created Deadpool. No, he created Spawn.
Spawn?
Yeah, he created Spawn. So, but he was like, they wanted to separate the. He said, hey, how about I just make the costume on his own? Like he's trying to get revenge on Peter Parker, and he kind of just made Venom up. So that he can be like, kind of still have the
Venom's iconic. I ain't gonna lie.
But I'm just saying, Venom has his own.
You can do Venom.
He
by
has
himself.
his own thing. He has the symbiote. They have a whole trilogy where there's the symbiote guy, the console war. I know we went off. We was we talking about console went all the way to Spider-Man. Yeah. But yeah, we gotta probably, we probably could end it right there.
Wrap it up.
You'll probably wrap it up. We've been going on for a while, but
with the console wars, just you feel me, finish up on that. Definitely PlayStation me, man.
Yeah. Now PlayStation is doing
like I will lock back in on Xbox when this new Fable drop, just cause I'm a fan. I'm a big that's one of them series.
Yeah.
Got a place in my heart.
Yeah, Fable's a big game. And Sony, like I said, Xbox has some games, but now you can probably get Fable. They're probably gonna drop Fable on Sony.
Bro,
so it's like
series been abandoned for like 10 years.
That's what I'm trying to say with you. You don't have to anymore. Xbox isn't loyal to Xbox. It's gonna put
it might be on PlayStation.
Yeah, so you could probably get that game on
I don't think they're gonna do a launch. Cause they're supposed to drop Gears. They still haven't.
I'm just saying
they've been taking their time dropping it.
And we, it's gonna come.
And Halo.
So I would just say, as far as console, if the physical console, PlayStation's killing. It's probably always gonna be on top. I think Microsoft, they're still making consoles, but I don't think they're locked in with the console. They're like, hey man, like everything's an Xbox. Your PlayStation's an Xbox. Everything's an Xbox. They're probably gonna bring out a version. It's kind of like a PC. A PC person, they're not locked in. Oh, I only do Alienware PCs or whatever. They're like, hey man, they might have a particular brand of PC or graphics card or stuff that they use, but everything as long as it's on PC, they don't care. They
get it how you live the way.
Yeah. And so I think Microsoft is just going with that approach. Hey man, look, you can get it on anything.
I ain't gonna lie, that's already they already slick with the PCs. They probably make PCs too.
That's where they're from.
I'm about to say they do that software.
Every PC basically runs on Windows.
I know they do that software.
So the thing is like PC is owned by Microsoft technically, unless you go on Linux or trying to do something where you're not going to use Microsoft at all. You just I don't want nothing to do with Microsoft or whatever. But for the most part, PC's all Microsoft.
Man, they've been doing that for a while.
That's really where they want you to go.
That's their lane.
When they did PC Game Pass is better than Xbox Game Pass. PC Game Pass, I think, was free.